6 months old, already neutered, already tutored by Senator Ted Kennedy's dog trainer in Virginia, and the dog's arrival fulfills a promise, if not necessarily all the possible search criteria. Our number one story in the countdown, the first pooch arrives at last. Good grief. And he's already the center of a conspiracy theory, sorta. But first, the introduction of the black and white Portuguese water dog named Bo, a tribute to the First Lady's father, who was nicknamed Diddley, as in Bo Diddley. The official unveiling today on the south lawn of the White House.
We all have to take turns walking the dog.
Mr. President, where is he sleeping?
Well, you know, we've got a bunch of spots, but he'll be sleeping inside the White House.
Be in a bed?
Not in my bed.
The president had said that it might be difficult to obtain a dog that was both a rescue dog and hypoallergenic, and the Obamas have made a donation to the Humane Society in lieu of taking one of its shelter dogs. But some animal enthusiasts are already grumbling, and the so-called conspiracy theory is downright ugly. It goes something like this: that since the Kennedys have dogs from the same breeders, the fix was in a long time ago, and the Obamas were only pretending to look for a shelter dog. Furthermore, that Bo's first home, which was reportedly not a good fit, was arranged so that Bo could now be termed a quasi-rescue dog. Does this have anything to do with Ellen DeGeneres? Let's bring in CQPolitics.com columnist, MSNBC political analyst, and now Countdown dog analyst, Craig Crawford. Good evening, Craig.
I think it's time for Countdown to get a dog.
No, I love them, but
no,
it's not a very big. It's not a big studio, and we're all here 1 hour a day.
Well, you've already got O'Reilly, so
that would be a female dog. Now, let me start here with a bit of TV heresy, at least in terms of selling the audience. And good evening to you all. On the idea of staying in front of the TV, I don't care about the dog anymore, and thus I can't fathom this. It's nothing against the dog or the daughters or the people who do care, but I don't. Why do people still care about the dog anymore? Aren't we dogged out?
I can tell this is going to be as hard to get you excited about the first dog as trying to get you on Twitter. You know, presidents just come to be defined in a way by their pets, and it symbolizes them. It also gives us the feeling that, maybe an illusion, that the presidents are just like us. They have dogs too and pets, and it gives people a certain good feeling. Although in recent years, you know, dogs are just kind of boring compared to what presidents used to have. Our best of breed researchers at CQ Politics came up with some exotic pets. John Quincy Adams had an alligator that he kept in the East Room bathroom, and of course you can't top Teddy Roosevelt. He had everything from guinea pigs to a one-legged rooster.
A one-legged rooster, Craig? This sounds like the start of a very bad joke that might have gone better in our first section about the tea bags.
I think it's a pirate joke.
Got it. All right. Apart from the details here and my own dubiousness about the story, is there any kind of PR event that could possibly match what happened this afternoon on the South Lawn?
Hard to imagine one. For Obama, I thought it was great because anything that gets the man smiling and loosening up a bit, I think, is good for him and the rest of the country. I think sometimes he's a bit somber, and sometimes I worry, you know, looking at him, what he's actually hearing in those national security briefings or those private economic talks, things that he doesn't want to tell us or something. But I like seeing him. I think it's good for him and the country to see him out there playing with the dog.
And is it good? I mean, in that sense, maybe I do understand this. Is it also good for the country? Because you talk about being somber. As improved as things may have been in the last couple of weeks, this is still a largely somber nation because of the economy. Do we collectively all need a dog we can call our national dog?
I think it's a nice thing, and it is a distraction, but, you know, we can multitask. I think the media and the country can handle the big things and the little things, and in the bad economic times, typically people need some distractions. I mean, heck, that's how Hollywood got started. It was in the Great Depression when people could go to the movies. I mean, you know, this Bo the dog is not the Ziegfeld Follies, perhaps, but it's cheap and easy and fun to watch.
Let me switch slightly, although this is the subject also of distractions. We began the news hour with this breaking news out of NBC that there's going to be a Rod Blagojevich appearance, providing the court approves it, on a show in which he's dropped into the Costa Rican jungle called Help Get Me Out of Here, I'm a Celebrity, or Help Get Me Out of Here, I'm an Indicted Governor, or something like this. What is this? Just something for the cash, or is he just looking to maybe get out of the country? Then they drop him in the Costa Rican jungle, and we never see him again, or what's going to happen here?
Yeah, I think maybe they better check on the extradition from Costa Rica. That may become necessary. But this is a man who, after all, when he was indicted, they had to track him down and found him at Disney World. So I mean, he's certainly not having any trouble keeping himself distracted from his own problems.
But wouldn't his hair show up on a GPS?
Yeah, I think so. And actually, I think his hair looks a bit like Bo.
I was going to say his hair was the second choice behind Bo for the national dog.
Yeah, we've got these connected. We've connected these dots now.
It's the mark of craftsmen at their jobs. Craig Crawford of CQPolitics.com and MSNBC, when we're fortunate enough to have him. Thank you as always, Craig.
Woof, woof.
Woof indeed. That's countdown for this, the 2,166th day since the previous president declared mission accomplished in Iraq. I'm Keith Olbermann. Rod Blagojevich at 10 o'clock. Good night and good luck.